The tension of competitive rivalries is often a key ingredient for creating art. A young Renaissance painter named Leonardo da Vinci engaged in a battle of words with the great master Michelangelo. Braque and Picasso were so similar in their Cubist style, it was difficult to tell who painted what. The traditionalist Brahms and the avant-garde Wagner created a division among classical music enthusiasts. Fights were known to break out before premieres. And long nights on the road would provide opportunity for musical warfare between jazz greats Bird and Coltrane. One musical art form born in the inner city with roots in Jamaican dancehall music embraced this spirit of competition like no other, creating a provocative world of words, taunts, and insults. This musical art form would create a culture called hip-hop, and thus began the Battle of the MCs.
I never thought I would see the day where I met or heard the wackest rapper in the world, because I've heard a lot of whack rappers, but he very well possibly could be the worst rapper in the world.
Dre is a BG. I mean a baby gangster. And he ain't even a gangster.
The streets gotta know that this nigga is a fucking freak. He's a phony. You know what I'm saying? He's a fucking phony.
My man Nori, man. I love you, Nori. Step your rap game up, man.
My man Blackshaw said it the best. Who wants beef with a snitch? Wow.
While y'all was running your mouth complaining about Summer Jam, I was in flip-flops in the south of France.
So yo, 50, what's the definition of a wankster, man? I mean, what is that?
Ja Rule, Irv Gotti. Fuck your little bitch ass up, nigga. Come here, give me a kiss, you little faggot.
Yo, they dissing you, son.
Yo, he's a hater, he's a hater.
This dude ain't saying nothing about it.
I said you acting like a bitch. He said you acting like a bitch.
Come at me. If I was writing about me, I would kill me.
I didn't even know him. And I jumped in that shit head first and said, nigga, fuck you and whatever.
I'ma get at 50. He's the real wankster.
You got about 15 different beefs that you can pull up.
Cold Crush and fantastic.
The real Roxanne and Roxanne Shantae.
Kumo D caught Busy B.
Kane or Coogee rap.
I can out-rap Ice-T. Ice Cube versus NWA.
That was a vicious battle.
it was from the heart.
Jerry Hammer. B.I.G. Snoop and Corrupt.
Harmon and Cube.
Oh, you don't like Hammer.
Tupac and Hammer got into it.
The Benzino thing, that's punk shit.
Tupac, rest in peace, and Biggie, rest in peace.
The East Coast and the West Coast.
That East Coast, West Coast thing.
East Coast, West Coast.
East Coast, West Coast.
East Coast, West
East, West Coast.
East Coast, West Coast. East Coast, West Coast.
East Coast, West Coast beat.
But I'm not old school, because I bust these new cats' ass.
Pow! When Cannabis and LL Cool J went at it,
Source people rushed the Loonies people.
God damn, cat.
Jay-Z made comments about Mobb Deep.
He a bitch-ass nigga for saying that.
He said, I'm about $1. Who the fuck is 50 Cent?
He said, I'm a Mac 11. I'm a higher caliber MC. That's no question.
I said, nigga, I don't give a fuck where you from, nigga. You in L.A., nigga, and you will lose tonight, nigga.
Jay-Z and Nas.
DMX is cursing out Ja Rule and all these different interviews.
Don't fuck with Dog.
Actually, somebody got shot in the club that night we was there.
KRS versus Nelly.
Nelly battling Chris?
Drama.
A gang of drama.
Beef.
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 Beef. Beef. Beef.
Beef. Beef. Beef.
Well, the earliest battle, I think, on history, or most famous battle, is Busy B and Kumo D.
This battle took place over 2 decades ago and is still being heard today.
I heard about that battle in Brooklyn as a graffiti artist. That's how, as an atomic explosion went out.
That was at Harlem World Stage, 116th Street, Lenox Avenue.
Right here, Harlem World, you understand what I'm saying? This is the place. It's a supermarket now, they got Met Food, but that's the world famous Harlem World right there.
Legendary Harlem World.
Busy B was more of a, what they would call a celebrity club rapper.
Somebody go, ooh, ah, ooh, ooh, ah.
He would just kind of go into a club
You know, Busy B was known to bite people's rhymes. He'd take a little bit of your rhyme and a little bit of his rhyme, but he could go in and rock the party.
Busy B represented the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Barba-de-barba-dang-a-dang-diggy-diggy.
And Kumo D was more of a serious rapper who wrote rhymes and was more, he was into treacherous three.
Good look, this is the last time you'll ever see this picture. Only a few battle masters know how to beat the party MC, because in a lot of cases, the party MC will look like he won, but if you listen to it on wax or if you listen to it once you got the tape home, you would probably hear more poetic value in the other guy. But the party MC is about the live interaction.
A lot of people will say that it was unfair for Kumo D to really battle Busy B, who wasn't really a battle MC. But Busy B was a battle MC. He just battled in the old-fashioned way, which was to basically who can rock the party the most.
The battle with Busy B was spontaneous. It wasn't planned. I was actually the host of the MC contest. And Busy B, he's a character. He's one of the funniest guys in hip hop, without question. And Busy B comes in like Ali used to do at the training camps. I'm knocking out all bums. I'm coming in here.
Knocking out all bums. I'm zooming in. Ain't down with MC8, you got a problem. You got knocking out all bums.
This Chief Rocker Busy B, you know what I'm saying? Let me take a picture with his coat, because this is my trophy. Let me take a picture with it right now. So he bent down and he was taking pictures with the trophy or whatever. And it was like comical. And it always takes one heckler. So one heckler looks up and says, "You can't beat him." And Busy B says, "I don't care who it is. I'll beat anybody. I done won 800 of these in a row, taking pictures and he's posing or whatever. Just give me the trophy right now, because nobody can beat me. I'm Chief Rocker Busy B. I'll be back to claim this in about 25 minutes, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna let everybody else go ahead and do what they gotta do, because I'm gonna win this thing." And the guy says again, "But you can't beat Mo D." And he says, "I don't care who it is. Anybody get in here is gonna be suicide. That's it. I'm knocking out all bums. I'm knocking out all bums." I don't even know what I expected him to do. Like, was he supposed to turn around and say, "No, I can't beat him"? Because that wouldn't be, that's not machismo. That wouldn't work. So he did what he was supposed to do, but my ego was just out of whack at the time. So I said, I can't believe he didn't acknowledge that he couldn't beat me in a battle. And so I go up to the guy that's in Harlem World to put my name on the list. He said, "You getting in the battle?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "And put me on right after Busy B."
I was on stage doing it. It was my turn to rock. I felt every time it's my turn to rock, I like to enjoy the crowd, make the crowd enjoy me. So I get on the mic, I do my regular bob with the bob, but dang, rocking and making the people, "Oh yeah," scream, holler, and all that, right?
The competition was supposed to be over.
Busy B rocked the party. Like if you listen to the tape, Busy B was already on stage, had already rocked the party completely. People were totally satisfied with him.
Once again, MC Busy B with Cool D.
So then they say, "Oh, we got one more contestant, we didn't know he was gonna get down, so we're gonna let him rap." And at that time, I'm not paying none of that no mind, because I'm not even worrying about nobody trying to snap on me or say something about me, so I'm not even figuring that's gonna happen, right? So I go downstairs, I'm partying.
Jeez, man, I took some time and rocked the house. You know what I'm saying? Look here. Now we go to the hotel, cool out. I got the limousine outside, I got girls, I got the champagne. We're gonna have some fun and work it out.
Party people in the place to be. My name is MC Kumo D from the Treacherous 3. My man LA Sunshine in the place to be. We gonna get a little something straight here in the place to be. How many people think Busy B Starsky rocked the house? I hear that in the place to be. Yeah.
He did rock the crowd, but this is a battle.
But if y'all notice it or not, I heard a lot of shit, Busy B's popping shit saying he'll take out any MC and all that. I give it to the man, he know how to rock the crowd, but when it come to having rhymes, no way he can fuck around, and I'm gonna prove that right now.
So now I'm putting in your mind that what you just saw wasn't really anything.
What to do now? Hold on, Busy B, I don't mean to be bold.
Put that bar bullshit on hold.
We're gonna get right down to the nitty grit. I'm gonna tell you a little something why you ain't shit. There ain't an MC cock that you don't hug. You even bitch your name from the love bug.
Can I fight a nigga's name, miss some low down shit? If you was money, man, you be counterfeit.
The crowd is like going berserk, because they're like, I can't believe he's attacking them like this, and it's by surprise. Nobody knew what was gonna happen.
So I'm at the lower level, I'm partying, we down there drinking, and they coming downstairs, "Yo, Biz, I'm saying, what happened?" yo, Biz, yo, D going crazy over you. I said, what, who? Kumo D disrespecting you, calling you all kind of this, saying this and that. I'm like, yeah.
Kumo D just comes out of left field and just
demolished him.
He shut him down.
Kumo D kind of took Busy B apart.
And they actually got it on the radio.
The mixtape that floated around the world forever.
And from that point on, the tape became like a record. Everybody had the tape, and people would run up to me and be like, I heard what you did to Busy B.
Cause you're faking the funk. And at the end of this rhyme, you can call me Uncle. Mo D rock, shock the house. Call me Uncle, rock the house. Y'all, like this, y'all.
Now imagine going from bobbity bobbity dang dang diggy. This is the changing of the guard.
Hold on, brother, man, don't you say nothing. I'm not finished yet, I gotta tell you something. Too hot to trot, I'm here to rock the spot. I'm gonna rock your ass whether you like it or not.
The battle between Kool Mo D and Busy B gave birth to the lyrical MC.
You're not number one, you're not even the best. And you can't win no real MC contest.
You now have to make sense of what you say in order for us to give you power.
To tell you the truth, that might have been the best thing for him. It worked out for me, and we've been friends before that. Never stopped being friends.
Yeah. Chief Rocker. All right. So let me know when the anniversary's gonna be. Like I said, no surprise attack, no dumb shit.
Be at the airport when you arrive. Know that he's just Kumo D, not Busy B. And if you would see him straighten out it all out, like all of those, I'm still king. You have to bow down when the chief comes in town.
If Kumo D had lost that battle, nothing we're saying today would be said. The way we're saying nothing, it would not exist. We would all today would have to start our rhyme where, well, bobbity bobbity dang dang diggy dig.
We've always done something with words, and we've always done it in a way where I think it's kind of competitive. What was Socrates and Aristotle and all those people doing with words when they had these debates in Greek society? All the way back to Africa, you'll find that there was wordplay and there was some sort of competition with words. What are debates about? War of words. How can you one-upmanship? How can you manipulate words and move the crowd or convince people? You take it all the way from Africa to slave times, you're dealing with all types of word games that people have played, whether it was the Brer Rabbit tales or signifying the monkey, even mama jokes, where the object of ridicule was the master, who didn't know that the slaves were just substituting somebody's mama to have him be the object of the joke. H. Brown wrote a book called Die Nigga Die, and in that book, he kind of outlines what he was doing in the 50s, and he describes people standing around in a circle in what sounds like a cipher today, where you have a bunch of brothers standing around rhyming against each other.
On the one, young nigga, pass the mic on the two, pass the mic on the three, young nigga, yo, pop, it's on you.
One of the immediate predecessors to rap was this game called The Dozens. And The Dozens really was a rhyme game where you talked about people's moms.
At your mama house.
Yo mama?
Oh, your mama's so fat.
Well, your mother's favorite day was fight the shower. Dirty bitch. You can take a bath. Alright, you don't like to take no bath, and our favorite song is fight the shower.
I remember talking to Rudy Ray Moore. You know, people know him as Dolomite, and he described how people had all this wordplay when he was coming up.
Dolomite is my name, and rapping and tapping is my game. I'm the one that killed Monday and whooped Tuesday and put Wednesday in the hospital.
Rhyming is a part of, you know, what you have to do when you do certain things. You have to make it rhyme. When you talk trash on a certain level, it has to rhyme.
A DJ said, hear the microphone, somebody tell everybody how great I am. That's why early rap records were always about the DJ. It was like Grandmaster Flash cut so on, and my DJ is this, and my DJ is that. Now this MC has the microphone, so what he would do is say, yeah, you know, by the way, you know, the DJ's this, but I'm kind of nice, and I'm kind of fly, and I live in a house, and I got this, and the girls want me, and the girls would scream. But then the next guy would get on the mic and say, yeah, you know, The last guy was kind of good, but I'm a little better. And by the way, I was with his sister.
Everyone in their own mind, by their own right, thinks they're number one.
I'm ill. I'm tight.
I see a lot of talent, but I see no competition.
But you will never fuck with me lyrically, because I'm on some other shit. You got to be able to do what I do, plus.
We the heavyweight champions of the world for the last 7 or 8 years. Yeah, no.
But you know, hey, I'm ready for anybody.
We got the #1 round niggas in the game, period, right here sitting in front of you. Like I said earlier, I deserve a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Rap started off as a full contact sport. It was highly aggressive. It's gonna be aggressive.
Hip-hop is competitive. Find a rapper that doesn't think he's the best. And I bet you he won't be a signed artist. I bet you he'll just be some guy that's playing around.
The battle was like the way you took your steps to showing that you was the greatest. MCing was about being the freshest, being the dopest.
If you're gonna say you're number one, you gotta prove it.
You know, you step up money, then I'm gonna step up. You know what I'm saying?
Two people can't be in the same room saying they the best. They're gonna have to battle. They're gonna have to prove it.
Get down with the staff. Get on the mic on my behalf.
Let's go to the stage. Let's hit me and you. Forget that record. Forget all of that. Just hit the drum machine and let's go.
My man G-Rap, bullets all on you, so get on the mic and do what you want to.
No thanks. Back to you, Dick.
It's not about how you look or what you did, how many bitches you fucked, how many rings you got, or none of that. It's who can rhyme the best.
That's what it's about, yo. Straight up being on the street corners, you know what I mean? It was no disrespect. It was just a thing of skills. Showing who got more. It was kind of like practice. If you ever was on the Little League, if you ever was running around the hood, it's your practice to get set for the game. The game is out here in the industry. You know what I mean? So if you can't make it on the streets, you can't come out on the industry because anybody could test you at any time. And the thing is, you ain't got to be the one that's coming out dissing anybody, but they will come at you to see where your skills is at. So to keep your sword sharp, you got to do it in battle on the streets. That's where it's from.
It's like the difference between pro ball and street ball. You know what I'm saying? Pro ball is cool, and that's where the money is at. But the street ball niggas is the nicest ones. You know what I'm saying? And the way they do moves like that, it's more personal, it's more competitive. You know what I'm saying? That's what battling is to rap.
You're never going to be able to get as deep into competition as you will in the ghetto community.
In the hood, they really want to win. You got to win to get out the hood.
Because you got to remember, being the best dancer is probably the best thing you're ever going to be. You know, you don't have that many opportunities. So to be the best rapper is a big thing.
I think any MC worth their salt has been in a battle, has been in rhyme competition, one point or the other. So even your most thugged out, street cat, hat backwards, gold tooth wearing, I'm just hustling, has been in a battle or has had some sort of rhyme competition.
Every year, I write a battle rhyme for the entire top 10 of Billboard. No disrespect, it's just the way I practice. Always remember, if you're in the top 10 of Billboard, I have a rhyme to battle you, straight up, that will destroy your career.
Check it. Yeah. Now listen. I say it's great in this world to always be an MC, but somebody in this world is always beefing with me. Every time that I could rock it, Supernatural does the stunted. But do you know what it's like to live the life of the hunted? Everywhere you walk, yo, you're always a target. Whether I'm shopping or buying food at the market, cats wanna battle me and kill my carcass. Yeah, that's when the hour really is the darkest. But listen to me spark this as far as I can free. I learned from Cool Mo D and Busy B when KRS-One this MC Shan.
It's probably the one that I think sticks out in everybody's mind, and I think probably set a standard, was the battle between the Juice Crew and BDP, Boogie Down Productions.
As hip-hop grew in the mid-'80s, New York's different neighborhoods began to take credit for its creation. Was it the Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn, or Harlem?
Me and my man MC Shan made a intermission record for Queensbridge parties that we used to have in the park out there at Queensbridge. The 70s and early 70s is when, you know, the hip-hop started out there. They was playing in the park.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got MC Shan and Molly Mall in the house tonight. They just came from off tour, and they want to tell you a little story about where they come from.
Mr. Magic, who at that time in the mid-'80s was the pinnacle and the height of what it meant to be an on-air DJ who played hip-hop music. He was the man, known around the world, Mr. Magic's Rap Attack. And here you had up-and-coming artists, KRS-One, Scott LaRock, bringing their record to Mr. Magic, and him not feeling it.
What up? KRS-One, he's Scott LaRock. Yeah. This is how we barge in. Yo, this is Boogie Down Productions. KRS, Scott LaRock. Here's our we're performing right there, like this. So obviously, Mr. Magic is like, who are you? Get out of here!
And at the same time, Mr. Magic was also supporting a number of MCs that included Master Ace and Craig G and Big Daddy Kane and all these other folks that were collectively just called the Juice Crew.
We leave frustrated. Magic dissed us. He wouldn't even give us the time. He wouldn't even. Who he think he is? Now, somewhere along the line, we get the impression that Mr. Magic said our tape was whack, whack, whack. He heard it and said it was garbage. I said, garbage? MC Shan is garbage? So I went back to my shelter, sitting amongst 600 men, bugging out. I'm sitting on the edge of my bed, I'm writing South Bronx, South Bronx, South Bronx. So my issue was what MC Shan said in the record. You love to hear the story again and again about how it all got started way back when. The monument is right in your face. Sit and listen for a while to the name of the place. The Bridge. The Bridge, the Bridge, the Bridge, the Bridge. Queensbridge. I said, It was $25 an hour for an 8-track studio. We were there 2 hours, $50, a lot of money. What you hear on the South Bronx is one take. Scott was complaining that I took too long. The guy didn't even mix the record. There's no mix. And we kept one, and we gave one to Red Alert.
DJ Red Alert, one of New York's premier club and radio DJs, played parties at New York's Latin Quarters.
And that's when your heart stops, right there. Heart stops. Because right then and there, Red Alert can tell you to get out. It's corny. Look, man, you ain't got a shot. Red Alert will tell you in a minute. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't like the record. You don't have a shot. And your career's over. You wait, and one song goes on. When he gonna play the record? He probably don't like it. Now the song go on. Boom, our song comes on. The whole place stops.
Yo, what's up, Blast Master KRS-One? This jam.
And they're doing like this. And by the time we got to, and I'm from the South Bronx, the South Bronx, place erupted. Red Alert played that record 3 times in a row. He couldn't play nothing else. After the chorus went, the crowd, he tried to put on another record, they sang the South Bronx chant over that record. So he'd have to put it on again and put it on again. You can't imagine the feeling.
Fresh for 86, you suckers.
So to go against Shan meant a lot. So when KRS did that, that's when everybody that listened to rap had to really sit down and take it serious.
After the triumph at Latin Quarters, KRS-One's star began to rise, with South Bronx on the radio as a direct challenge to hip-hop's premier MC.
Chris claimed that I said that hip-hop started in Queensbridge, which I didn't. In the beginning of the song, you hear Marley say, yo, they want to tell you a story about where they come from. That's the key word, where they come from. The bridge, the bridge. Well, Chris took it, and he's like thinking, oh, they talking all this stuff. Everybody knows hip-hop started in the Bronx, Cool Herc,
Time for the Bronx to come back. We came back live.
So was there like a lot of resentment and everything after the record? Is it like a rivalry going on out there?
Yeah, say that.
Yeah.
My response to his response was, kill that noise, because you can't mess around.
I don't really mind being criticized for those who try to make fame on my name. God.
South Bronx, kill that noise. South Bronx, kill that noise. And I was just like, yo, please, kill that noise.
South Bronx, kill that noise. South Bronx came out, then Kill That Noise came out. Then I put out The Bridge Is Over, because it's all I had. These are rhymes that I was saying. So I ran back in the studio the next week and made this record, The Bridge Is Over.
I didn't need to be in this hip-hop game with all the people in my camp, the cold chillin', and all, you know, everybody was negative. Even my own clique tried to play me low.
Shan's my man and all that, but I think Chris kind of came out the victor a little.
Didn't need the criticism, didn't need the people, you know, my own crew dissing me and dogging me.
I found myself representing the Bronx. I mean, like, representing. I didn't realize how much a record did, you know, what a record did for pride, what a record did for esteem. The Bronx was alive again.
I'm from Queens. He was going, Manhattan keeps on making it, Brooklyn keeps on taking it, Bronx keeps creating it, Queens keeps on faking it. Yeah. Ship so hot, we still had to fuck with it.
So if you said anything about me, I was gonna get you, no matter who you was, where you was from, why you was there. I'm still the only guy in the whole game that represented and battled the whole borough by myself.
If you thought MC Shan lost to KRS-One, or if the Juice Crew lost, they were able to come back and still be legends because the hip-hop community was forgiving. It's like, okay, they got you on that battle, but there's another tomorrow.
Hip-hop shit. My man MC Shan went right to the brass master, and I want to let all people know that this is one crew right here. Me, you.
I've had the 6 cars in my yard. I've had the Mercedes. I still got the BM, the motorcycles, and all of this in my yard right now. I've had that. I'm talking about planes and boats now. I ain't into cars and Chris. That's for you little punks. I'm talking planes and boats, because I spit shit directly being aimed at throats. I got doorbells with real bitches singing the notes. I got new Chris lines, man. I got new lines to burn stuff. If there was no me, tell me, would there ever be a Chris? No QB, tell me, would there ever be a diss? Thank God and Miss Parker for the fact that you're here, but thank me for your career. You're here.
MC Shan could have won the battle simply by ignoring me. I'd be nowhere. There'd be no KRS-One, there'd be no 12 albums, no Stop the Violence movement, no Human Education Against Lies, no Temple of Hip Hop, nothing. It was because MC Shan understood hip hop that he said, oh no, this guy's stepping to me.
By the late 80s, LL Cool J had become a superstar, which increasingly in hip-hop meant he had become a target. Into the Break of Dawn, LL Cool J shot back at all his rivals. MC Hammer,
Cause my old gym teacher ain't supposed to rap.
Kool Moe Dee,
Got the nerve to have them Star Trek shades on.
and Ice-T.
Mr. Pusherman, give me a face so I can show you I'm immune to them romper room tunes. You little hip-hop raccoon.
LL Cool J and his opponents brought the MC battle out of the clubs and on to the national stage, where the rules were very different.
I took the cover right home to the bathroom. And the immortal words of LL hard as hell. Your broad wears it well. She's the reason that your record sold a few copies. But your rhymes are slow.
Where I was coming from, being from a gang culture in the LA street, if somebody said something about you in the street, you immediately wanted to go see them. And it was like, you know, I can say something about you, but you can't say nothing about me.
As crack cocaine ravaged urban America in the 1980s, rap music began to become a microphone for the rage and despair of the inner cities. That rage began to influence the music itself, and in no place like Los Angeles.
So Easy told me to write a song for him. So I wrote a song called Boys in the Hood.
I talked Eric into doing the rhyme. The song was Boys in the Hood. He was like, yo, I ain't never rapped before, I can't do this. So I eventually talked him into doing it. You know, he put on some dark glasses and we cut the lights down and the whole shit, you know, and he did it. Next day, you know, we had a hit record.
Woke up quick at about